All right, here's what you have to love about the Supercross races, the utter diversity. Take a look down this row and you see all the factory teams with all the high dollar factory support, and then you get the true weekend warriors, the privateers, out here working hard. Love shining the spotlight on you guys. What's your name, sir?
Casey Brennan.
Excellent. And your name?
Cameron Barboa.
Perfect. So final race of the year. First off, tell me, I mean, look, there's no high dollar mechanic over here. There's not a bunch of factory shirts. You're getting your hands dirty and doing it yourself. Explain to me what that's like.
You know, I wouldn't say it's awful because it's all I know. It's all I've done my whole life. So it's just part of the game, but I'm just, you know, really blessed to be out here and travel the series and keep racing, and a lot more fortunate than others. And, you know, I don't take it for granted.
Is it tough to have to wrench on your bike and ride, or being an amateur, is that just something you're used to?
Yeah, it's just something I was used to. My mom and I used to travel the races together when I was younger, so I learned how to do all my own bike work at a young age. My dad taught me when we were back home, and it's just something that's carried over. And yes, sometimes on Saturdays it can be tough between riding and having to work on your bike, but that's why it's good to get all this stuff done today and not have to worry about it tomorrow, so I can focus more on riding.
What's the most demanding part of maintaining this motorcycle and keeping it up to a level where you can compete out here in the pro category?
For Supercross, it's not way too hard, just because it's not way too hard on the bikes. But in outdoors, it's tough, you know, just having to do all your maintenance, clean, make sure your bearings and everything are lubed up, and just framing the bike out, you know, quite often, and keeping up on your suspension so it's always fresh and working well. It's, you know, as long as you stay on top of it and not get too far behind, it's pretty easy, and just stay in a good routine. But, you know, the moment you get kind of behind is when it starts to get tough, you know, trying to play catch up and make sure everything's good.
I understand that. Right now you said you're making a gearing change. So is it safe to say the outdoor series is a lot tougher on the bikes?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Outdoors is a lot harder than Supercross. Just, you know, 30 minutes on the bike wide open in some deep tilled up dirt is a lot harder than, you know, 20 minutes at max on a nice packed in track that you're maybe wide open once or twice on. So
how many outdoors do you plan on running this year?
I plan on doing hopefully 6. I'm gonna do the first 3 and then probably take off High Point and then start up at Florida, then do Southwick and Redbud, and we'll see how those go. Maybe hit Washougal, maybe Budds Creek, Ironman. It just depends on how everything's going.
That sounds like a lot of travel. You said you're based in New Mexico?
Yes.
All right, so that's a lot. You know, Budds Creek, Maryland from New Mexico, that's not a hop, skip, and a jump. That's, you do all the driving? Do you get driving help?
Cameron and I actually do all the driving. He does most of it, but I help when I can. Since it's his RV, he likes to be the one to drive it and make sure it's good. So
well, that's cool. I'm sure it helps to have an RV. You don't have to worry about getting hotel rooms and things like that.
Oh yeah, we sleep in Walmart parking lots just about once or twice a week.
Walmart's a wonderful place to be. You got everything you need. They got the camper village. Do you have some support, some sponsors helping you guys out and helping you get through this?
Yeah, absolutely. I got Fun Center Cycles out of Durango, Colorado. They're the ones that help me with bikes. Then we got people like Black Snap Brew House out of Albuquerque helping us out with travel expenses. Hustle Hard delivery services. They're out of Las Cruces. They help us out with expenses too, getting to the races and some entry fees. And Sweat Construction, they help me out quite a bit too. And Energy Pros, they help out with suspension, you know, expenses. And yeah, that's pretty much the big financial help that we get, and it definitely makes a difference getting to the races.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 22.
Okay, 22, so you're still very young. What is the goal here? Just to do well enough to get discovered and to get picked up by one of these teams someday?
It's hard to say. You know, I've been making progress. This has been a really good year, and you know, as long as sponsors, you know, notice and make it easier for me to get to races each year, then you know, there's no end in sight, and sky's kind of the limit. Just keep progressing and keep doing better. But you know, we do it because we love it, and it's all we know. And yeah, you know, you never know where it'll take you, but you gotta just keep pushing forward and hope for the best.
What's your all-time best finish?
I got 20th this year at Minneapolis.
Oh, very cool.
And that's the best I've done in a minute.
So a little TV time.
Yeah.
I'm sure that helps. Do you have like a proposal that you send out to people to try to get that funding?
Yeah. So well, most of the people that help us are just like locals that go to the races, and they see us. They've seen us grow up, and they want to help out. And yeah, I come up with like expense reports and everything for them at the beginning of the season, so they can get an idea and see what they want to do to help. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty organized, but as far as like going out to businesses, it's not very feasible for them to help. And
it's tough.
yeah,
it's very, very tough. I've heard that from a lot of racers and a lot of different levels, a lot of different sports, that the sponsorship dollars just aren't out there like they used to be. It's tough, but you never know. That big sponsor could just be around the corner. Hopefully that's the case for you guys, and I know that factory involvement is the ultimate goal.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, it's, you never know what can come your way, and you just keep doing your thing, and hopefully people notice. And you know, you do it long enough, you start to make friends in the industry, and you start to, you know, see all the faces, and people start to know who you are, and it gets easier, you know, the longer you keep going, and you know, the better results you put in.
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, good luck to both you guys. Hope to see you guys under a factory tent one day. If not, at least, you know, you can look back and say you had the time of your life, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Awesome, guys. Enjoy.
Thank you.